A US survey recently found that 75% of kids aged 6 to 17 want to be a YouTuber when they grow up. The days of wanting to be a firefighter or an astronaut are over. I mean, who wants to stand on a big dumb rock when you could be getting thousands of likes on that new fit you just posted because that went hard? I mean, YouTubers got money, they work whenever they want, they get free stuff, I mean, they're famous, and they don't even have a boss. No wonder so many kids want to be YouTubers. I mean, look at all the great things associated with it. When you think about how many people want to be YouTubers, like 75% of us, that's a lot of people, and it makes you think, why aren't more people doing it? I mean, a lot of people do it, but how many people do you know personally that are YouTubers? It's almost seen as this fantasy that's unachievable, and only people who get dealt the perfect cards and get super lucky can have that lifestyle. Every year there's millions of new videos being posted to YouTube and probably millions of creators making new accounts. It's no secret that YouTube has given our generation this huge opportunity to become a celebrity and create an insane career around it from home. The only problem is, it's not that simple. In this video, we're going to cover the biggest problems with starting a YouTube channel right now, and also take a look at the truths and misconceptions that come along with it. And let me know if you guys like this style of video so I can make more of them in the future. And with that being said, let's get into it. It's only right to start with the #1 YouTube channel killer: oversaturation. Depending on what type of content you upload, there's already going to be a certain number of other creators in that space. It's hard to be the first for anything nowadays on YouTube, and the truth is that there's over 300 hours of video uploaded every single minute, and that's higher than it's ever been. No denying that saturation is going to get worse every single day, as videos that are posted on YouTube don't just disappear after a few years of being uploaded, meaning if you're going to make a video on a certain topic, you're going to have to compete with all of these other older, well-performing videos from the past. The longer you wait to upload a video, the more it will be buried beneath the rest. Does this mean it's impossible to get new views? No. And we'll get to the solution in a second. It's an issue that everyone deals with on YouTube every single day, and it's also one of the many reasons that small creators are never able to break out and get discovered. Their content just gets suppressed by everyone else's as there's just so much of it. And it can be sad for some creators to hear that it could be their niche that's holding them back due to the overbearing saturation. Does this mean you should give up on making videos about what you're passionate about and switch to a niche that has less people in it so you can get a lot of clout and get rich? No. And this video is not just about why you might not make it, it's also about answering exactly how you can increase your chances. So if you're new to my channel, you may not know that I started uploading on this channel this year, and I didn't go viral by any means, but I've grown from 0 to almost 10,000 subscribers now in a pretty good amount of time. You can always look back in time and say, oh, I should have started a YouTube channel there and then, but there will always be negatives and positives to starting a YouTube channel like at any time. First off is debunking the myth of oversaturation, because if oversaturation affected everybody like to a point where it was detrimental to all content, then no YouTubers would grow, my channel wouldn't be growing, and it would be impossible for anyone to make it anymore. Now, it's not just a straight up myth, like it definitely does exist, but the only solution to the problem is to make better content than the rest. It doesn't mean you need an 8K or 4K camera or like the best microphone on the market. It just means you in your content need to figure out what makes you different and what's going to make you stand out in a thick crowd. Lots of people see other YouTubers and creators in their space already making videos, so they think, oh well, how am I going to get my videos seen if these people are already making videos on it? Instead of thinking about that like their competition, you should be thinking about how they are proving that there is potential in this market or in this industry, as it's proof that there's people searching and watching this type of content. Now, just a really quick and good example of this is Captain Sinbad with over 300,000 subscribers. He's pretty well known on YouTube, and he started out, as you can see here on his channel, just kind of making videos, talking to the camera and telling stories. And it's not a huge surprise that his channel did not grow that much, but after he added a certain something to his videos, he figured out exactly how he could make his content like 1,000 times more entertaining, which was film. He was still making the same points and pretty much the same content. It was his stories and things he wanted to share, except he added a whole new aspect to it, which was cinematography. And people loved that switch because his videos are super entertaining. Even I like them, but I would not watch them if they were just him telling stories. Just simply put, I just wouldn't. He found his element that made him stand out from all the other people telling stories and sharing their opinions, and that's exactly what helped him grow. And this doesn't mean you need to make all your videos into films. It just means you need to find something that makes you stand out in that thick crowd. When we talk about the standards of YouTube content nowadays, of course they're higher than ever before. Although you don't need a 8K cinematography, motion tracking, 1.8 extra light extreme 500 zoom gyro gimbal pro, you do need to hit a certain benchmark for people to sit through your content. There's people out there now who are making pretty much full-on TV shows just for YouTube, and not that long ago you could get away with a 480p webcam recording or a muffled microphone. But in our current age of upgrades, there are so many creators out there with insane production quality. You may think to yourself, why would someone watch my video if this creator has the same type of video and has a better microphone and camera than me? And that's a fair thought to have. But before you hop on Amazon to get new gear, recognize this: a good camera will not make a bad video good, but a good camera will make a good video better. And the same goes for the audio and even editing. So make sure you have your priorities in check and upgrade your content before you actually upgrade equipment. And speaking of growing on YouTube, if you guys don't have TubeBuddy already, I highly suggest it, and even though I do have an affiliate link with them, I would still suggest it even if I didn't, because I use it every single time I upload a video, and even the free version is a great help. So again, it's linked at the top of the description if you want to check it out. Let's face it, there's going to be a new camera, a new lens, a new microphone every couple months, and they are not cheap either. Briefly touching on the standards of equipment going into like 2021, 720p isn't really accepted anymore, and it's no longer considered high definition. And I know some successful YouTubers still use their like built-in camera and microphone on their laptop, but they won't do it for entire videos, only when it makes sense, because I mean, watching a full video in 720p is just harder to do. And YouTube themselves stopped classifying 720p videos as HD like a couple months ago, maybe it was a year ago now. The standard is pretty much now 1080p, and if you're gonna get into the camera space and get something that records video, I would not suggest getting anything that records lower than 1080p. 1080p itself is fine though. As far as audio goes, as long as you're not too loud or too quiet, the audio isn't cutting in and out, and there's not a bunch of like ruffling noises going on. Oh, and also there's no echo, then you're fine. And most cameras nowadays, like this built-in microphone, I'm not using it right now, but it is very good. So those are the benchmarks that you want to meet going into 2021 as far as equipment goes. But before you upgrade your equipment, make sure your content is actually worth upgrading for. Something we may not even take into consideration when watching our favorite creators is how quality actually is this content. Personally, I watch every single one of Graham Stephan's videos because, well, I'm a fan of his, but I don't really stop myself and ask how high-end really is this stuff. 90% of his content is very well produced, and I can tell it takes a long time to make, but sometimes he just reacts to other videos and they do just as well. And he makes being a famous YouTuber look quite easy and low effort by doing this. I mean, he could pretty much just react to a bunch of videos and they would all get views. In a weird way, watching large creators upload minimal effort content sometimes makes us think that we can do the same thing and get away with it. And this is something many beginner YouTubers struggle with unknowingly, as they try to do what they see is working for others even though they're not them. When you reach a certain amount of fame and a certain number of subscribers on YouTube, people will watch you no matter what, because first of all, you're pretty much a somebody now, and also because you have fans. And the quality of the content does still matter, but not nearly as much as a channel like mine where I'm still trying to grow. And this is what people forget sometimes, like smaller creators, is they see these YouTubers upload random videos sometimes, like PewDiePie for example. He could upload a video titled "I like croissants," and it would get 2 million views within the first 2 days as always. But if I uploaded that video, "I like croissants," I would probably get 2 views and that's it. So when you're someone who already has an established fan base, you can get away with slacking on quality and still get good results. And so it's important for us smaller creators to remember that it doesn't really work like that for us, and we really have to work extra hard. And it seems kind of odd because, like, why should it be the bigger the YouTuber, the less work they have to do? That's not really the case all the time, or like in different parts of the YouTube business. But as far as getting views go and growing a channel, yes, we have to work harder than they do. The odds aren't in your favor. In the grand scheme of things, your channel is small and most viewers watch big channels, not small channels like yours. Every time you upload a video, there are 20 big YouTubers uploading at the same time. Tough luck. Kinda seems like the odds are against you at this point, because they are. And this has been the case for everyone starting out and always will be the case. Even the largest creators started from zero not too long ago, of course, and just like starting your own business, you're most likely to fail, like really likely, but that won't stop those who truly want it. Just like your own business, the more time, effort, and hustle you put into your channel and its videos, the higher chance you're gonna have at success. Yes, there are thousands of new videos posted on YouTube every single day, but also remember that there's thousands of new accounts and thousands of new viewers on YouTube every single day as well. And on top of that, there is more money in YouTube than ever right now. I'm not just talking about YouTube itself, but also businesses, paying influencers, people on YouTube. There's just so much money to go around. Like right now, influencer marketing is one of the biggest expenses that a lot of companies have, because we're just a great way to advertise something or to get a message across. The best time to start on YouTube is right now. If we could go back to our younger self and say, hey kid, start a channel, YouTube's gonna be big one day, I think we'd all do it. 10 or 15 years ago, it would have been easy to make content better than everyone else, and that would make it way easier for us to grow, of course, and we'd probably be famous by now. It's really not that simple, as I don't know about you, but I certainly cannot time travel. So guys, we just covered the biggest problems that come with starting a YouTube channel nowadays, and also covered why none of them will be that detrimental to your channel and why you still have a chance. It's no joke that I tell most of my friends that they should start a YouTube channel. I mean, a career like this, or like people on social media, being an influencer has insane potential. And I'm not just talking about the money, because I mean, personally, I'm not making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I get to be my own boss, and like that's huge for me. And to end this video off, guys, YouTube will be hard, and the only thing you can do to increase your chances is by being exceptional. Ready, set, go. Okay, I couldn't end the video like that. Even that was like too corny, too cheesy for me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave it a like and leave a comment below telling me what you thought about it, and I will see you guys next week.